I'm praying, but nothing is happening. Believe me, there are a lot of people that say, yes, this happens with me. And therefore, we want to talk on this topic in this video. And I did choose to talk on this topic because I got a comment. And one of the sentences were, how just because prayers aren't fulfilled as we want them, we should have the knowledge and wisdom that the thing we asked for wasn't good for us. God knows if that would harm us or benefit us long term. I think it would be good for people to think about how when things don't come to us, there's a reason. Either it's not the season for it to come, or it's preventing us from being harmed. This was the comment that I got in another video, leading us to the question, praying, but nothing is happening. And when we say nothing is happening, we think we can come to the conclusion until it should happen. But we are not the master of time. Okay, we have a lot of expectations and therefore we want it tomorrow or better now. What means we make the time limit until it has to happen. Otherwise, we can declare this prayer didn't bring us the result. But the result can come in 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, 200 years. This might be the answer to probably it's not the season of harvesting. Normally we plant a seed, then we have to give the water to the plant, and then after a certain time comes the harvesting time. But this means from planting the seed until the season comes, we always have to give water to the plant. We always should continue our prayer. Do we really continue our prayer until it is fulfilled, or do we throw the towel earlier? Most people do. They pray for a certain time, some people just 2-3 times, and then they declare the prayer didn't work. But it was not the problem of the prayer. They just didn't make it long enough, or something else can happen. People don't know how to pray the right way. We have to accept the laws. In every prayer, there is a structure. When we sit in front of the piano and just moving the fingers, we will never learn the song. We have to understand what is written in the sheet and then doing our practice according to the sheet. Only then we will, over time, learn the song. And in the prayer, we should respect the laws, the right structure. And then we really should pray until the end result is fulfilled. Only then we can end the prayer and not before. Prayer is building a new dimension, something that we want to happen. And this needs our work, our patience, our endurance, and especially faith and belief. I talked on this in the video before. What happens in a prayer? If you didn't see it, I highly recommend watching it. And when you're still continuing your prayer and you realize that you don't come closer to your end result, there's another video that I made before. Don't quit. Just change your strategy. What means in terms of prayer, probably you're not praying right. What means you can analyze your prayer, reflect on it, and make it better. We can improve everything, even our prayer. And when people give up, while they realize, I prayed, but what I was hoping for didn't come, then God meant something else for me. This is a self-lie. This is just an excuse. You can't say, God knows that this is not good for me, therefore he prevents me from it. No. Where is your faith? God says you can do anything. You can be an astronaut, you can be a pilot, you can be a hairdresser, you can be poor, you can be a millionaire, You can be even several of them at the same time. Be a pilot and an astronaut and a millionaire. God says, you can do anything. I give you all the possibilities. And God says, I believe that you can do this. It's ready for you. But do you believe? Do you believe, to become an astronaut takes a lot of time. This is a lot of work. I think God has something better for me. So you are avoiding the work. You decided not to do it. You believe that this is not the right thing for you. And this is okay. You can choose whatever you want. But this is not God's will. God brought us here on earth and says, do whatever you want. Whatever you want, I support you. And you have your free will. God says, I want you to make everything. Choose as much as you want or can, or you are able to believe in yourself. And you have your free will. Do whatever you want. And if you don't do it, I support another person that decides to do it. And if it's not here on planet Earth, in the Milky Way, I choose another person in another galaxy far from you that makes it. The creator of all galaxies is so huge. He says, if you don't want to do it, then I support another person. I won't force you. You have your free will. And to say, this was not meant for me, this is just an excuse. Because God says, you can do it. For sure you can do it. No problem at all. But you have your free will. And I won't force you. And you should see it like this. God is all the energy. And I have the physical hands that can do it. And we both are combined. There is no God without you. And there's also no you without God. This is just another dimension, but they are connected. And when we say, this prayer didn't come true because God does not want me to realize this. This might harm me. There's something better for me. Don't be afraid. This would never harm you. And you could do the best of it if you only want. But if you don't want, no problem. Make something else. But the Creator says, when you want to do it, I support. When you really want to do it, I support you. If you don't want to do this, then I support you in something else. But when you once decided to do a thing, bring it to the end. Pray and work until it is in your hand. Harvest the thing, the seed that you once planted. And then you make the next thing and the next thing. No excuses, even if they sound so clean. Don't do it. Decide what you want. Make a commitment with yourself and with your Creator, and only stop when it is created. As you are a creation of God, there is this moment of being a creator. God created all the galaxies. And when you have a desire, bring it until the end and feel the victory. And then make the next thing. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget the video. What happens in a prayer? Or don't quit. Just change your strategy. Change your prayer.